There is a specific kind of silence that happens right after a glass breaks, Cancer. It's that ringing in your ears where the shock meets the relief. You've been trying to hold a fragmented situation together with nothing but your own willpower and a handful of excuses for someone else's behavior. You've been the one keeping the peace while they've been the one disturbing it. But the universe is revealing today that the shattering you're so afraid of is actually your greatest blessing. The final straw isn't coming to destroy your life, it's coming to dismantle the cage you've been calling a relationship. Welcome back to Willow and the Wild. To the new viewers led here by the Rubble and the returning collective, I'm glad you found your way back. We are diving into the deep, unspoken truths of the destructive grace hitting your heart in 2026. This isn't a soft reading about soulmates. This is a reading about the raw, necessary surgery of the soul. We are looking for the clarity that allows you to stop gluing the pieces of a broken connection back together and start walking toward the light. Source is clearing the brush by fire. It's time for you to understand why this ending is actually your first real beginning. The Seven of Pentacles is where this exhaustion begins. This resonates with that feeling of standing in a garden you've watered for years, looking at the vines and realizing there is no fruit coming. Think about that relationship where you've put in all the emotional labor, all the waiting, and all the patience, only to realize the other person hasn't even planted a seed. You're leaning on your shovel, staring at the dirt, and finally admitting that you can't wait this person into loving you correctly. The unspoken truth is that your patience has turned into a prison. But this realization is triggered by the Three of Swords. This is the frequency of the pierced heart. This resonates with that specific moment of betrayal or that final sharp word that finally cuts the cord. It's a physical ache. But the interaction here is what matters. The Three of Swords is the knife that harvests the Seven of Pentacles. You couldn't leave that dead garden as long as you were still hoping for a harvest. The pain of the Three of Swords is what finally gives you the permission to drop the shovel and walk away. It's the surgery that removes the poison you've been calloused to for far too long. Anchoring this shift is the King of Wands. This is the frequency of bold fire. It resonates with that sudden surge of wild self-respect that hits you right after the heartbreak. Think about the moment you stop crying and you start getting angry. Not the destructive kind of anger, but the protective kind. You're realizing that you are a powerhouse and you've been letting someone treat you like a backup plan. The King of Wands is you taking your fire back. You aren't negotiating anymore. You're deciding who gets access to your light. In the center of this movement, we find the Two of Cups. This is the frequency of the soul recognition. This resonates with a new or perhaps suppressed connection that starts to surface the moment you clear the Seven of Pentacles baggage. Think about that person who has always been in your periphery, the one who actually matches your energy, but you couldn't see them because you were too busy trying to fix a ghost. The interaction between the heartbreak and the Two of Cups tells me that your true union is waiting for you to stop being a caretaker and start being a partner. You're moving from carrying someone to walking with someone. Clarifying this new path is the Moon. This is your home frequency, but here it represents the subconscious clearing. This resonates with those weird dreams or those intuitive hits that have been telling you the truth about your current partner for months. You've been trying to use logic to stay, but the Moon is pulling the tides of your intuition. The interaction between the Two of Cups and the Moon says that this new love or this new self-love is going to require you to trust your gut over your eyes. You're learning to navigate by the stars, not the streetlights. And right behind that intuition, the Six of Wands appears. This is the frequency of the public victory. This resonates with the moment your friends and family finally see you back to yourself. Think about that first time you go out and you don't have that shadow of a failing relationship hanging over you. You look different. You move differently. The interaction here is about the world noticing your return to power. You aren't the victim of a breakup. You are the victor of a breakthrough. The Queen of Pentacles surfaces now, and this is the frequency of the new shell. This resonates with you finally focusing on your own stability, your home, your body, your bank account. You are mothering yourself for once. Think about the moment you buy those new sheets or you finally save that money you used to spend on fixing someone else's problems. This is the grounded proof of your sovereignty. You are moving into a space where your peace is built on a foundation of solid physical security. You don't need a king to have a kingdom. But look at how she is talking to the Five of Pentacles. This is the frequency of the cold. It resonates with that old fear that if you leave this person, you'll be alone in the dark. The interaction between the Queen and the Five is the ultimate healing. The Queen is looking at the lacks of the Five and saying, I am the provider now. You are realizing that being alone is 1,000 times more luxurious than being with someone who makes you feel lonely. The Five of Pentacles is the old story of struggle, but the Queen is the new reality of abundance. This all leads to the Sun. This is the frequency of total transparency. This resonates with that feeling of finally being out in the open. No more secrets, no more weird vibes, and no more second guessing. The Sun tells me that the final straw was actually the universe pulling back the curtains to show you that the monsters in your relationship were just shadows. You are stepping into a frequency of absolute joy. The unspoken truth is that you were never broken. You were just in the dark. At the bottom of the deck, the shadow energy reveals the Eight of Pentacles. This is the frequency of the master's work. This resonates with the daily practice of your new life. You are working on yourself now. Every day you choose your peace. Every day you set a boundary. You are hammering out a new, stronger version of your heart. The unspoken truth of this shadow card is that your healing is a craft. You are becoming a master of your own boundaries. The universe is asking you to realize that happy isn't a destination, it's a skill you are currently perfecting. The shift is here, Cancer. Trust the final straw. Trust the sharp truth of the Three of Swords. Source is clearing the brush by fire so you can see the garden that actually belongs to you. You are the mountain. Which part of this resonates most with the ringing in your ears lately? Is it the quiet work of the Eight of Pentacles or the sudden sunlight of the Sun? Manifestation is about staying in your own light while the old world falls away. If this reading ignited something in you, please like the video and share it with another Cancer who is currently struggling to let go. Comment below with, I choose my peace to lock in this frequency. Your interaction helps the algorithm find the rest of the collective. Make sure to subscribe to Willow and the Wild for more deep-rooted Cancer readings. To understand more about the subconscious clearing you need to do tonight, click on the video on your screen now. You are the master of your own depth. The universe supports you. Stay in your truth.